What's up, you beautiful people? Back at it again with yet another one. Yes, another one. Today, I'm excited to show you all the comparison between the MagMax and the Asics Super Blast 2. It's been a long time coming, but I'm finally getting this one done. I just copped the Asics Super Blast 2 weeks ago maybe, and I've been putting as many miles as I possibly can on these pairs, just so I can make this as accurate as possible. And I know I still have a long ways to go before I can truly break these in. I'm very familiar with the Super Blast 1, which is why it prompted me to pick up the 2. And I've had a really good relationship with the MagMax, one of my favorite max cushion daily trainers to date, which is why I'm so excited to be able to compare the MagMax and the Super Blast to see which one takes the crown. But before we get into any of that, if you can just do me a favor and like, comment, and subscribe. It does go a long way. If you got something to say, let me know, because I do like interacting with you all, especially in the comment section. So let's chop it up if you got a word or two. Appreciate it. All right, enough of the yapping. Let's get into the work. The MagMax and the Asics Super Blast are a premium super trainer. One's priced at $180, the MagMax. Asics Super Blast is priced at $200. So yes, this is premium we're talking about. We're talking about the good. Both are designed for runners looking for maximum cushion. So if you are looking for max stack height, these two are both viable options for you. And they're both extremely versatile. Now, while they share similarities in purpose, they differ in construction and ride and performance. So let's start with the MagMax first, because let me turn this down real quick. Hopefully it's not overexposed or underexposed, but if it is, I'm sorry. The best relationship I have out of the two is with the MagMax, because I spent a lot of time with this shoe. This has been my ride or die for a long time. I've put more miles than I can even remember on these. One of my favorite max cushion shoes in the category. This is a phenomenal shoe. As I mentioned before, priced at $180. You got 47 millimeters in the heel, 39 millimeters in the forefoot, giving you an 8 millimeter drop. It's a big boy. It's got a full length nitrogen foam midsole, and this is perfect for easy runs and long distance running. Also, I use these for tempo runs as well. I'm a slower runner, so my tempo pace is anywhere between 7:05 and 7:35, anywhere between that range. So if you're a faster runner, I'm sure you can get these down in the 6s as well. Now the ride feel, it's soft, it's very stable. Look at this, extremely stable. Look how fat that thing is. Behemoth, and it's extremely bouncy. It is bouncy AF according to Puma. That is one of their trademarks, as you can see. Maybe, maybe not, but bouncy AF. Let's move on to the Super Blast real quick. So the Super Blast 2, $200. This has a 45 millimeter in the heel, 37 millimeter in the forefoot, giving you an 8 millimeter drop. So same drop, but the stack height on the Puma MagMax is larger, but the weight of this shoe is significantly lighter than the Puma MagMax. So standard size 9, it's gonna be 8.8 ounces, and then the Puma MagMax for a size 9, I wear 13, so we're not even gonna go there. A size 9 men's, it's a 10.3 ounces. Now the mid foam for the Asics Super Blast, it's a dual density mid foam. The top layer is going to be Flight Foam Turbo Plus. Bottom foam is going to be Flight Foam Blast Plus Eco, which is the bottom layer. It's much more durable. This also has no plate. The Puma MagMax doesn't have a plate. This doesn't have a plate either. What this is best for, in my experience, easy runs, tempo runs, and long runs as well. I couldn't use this for a recovery run. It's too firm for my liking on a recovery run, but easy runs, long runs, tempo runs, I can use this shoe all day, every day. The ride feel, extremely light. Like I said, in hand, you can just tell how light this is for a size 13. In a shoe that has a 45 millimeter stack height, it's crazy how light this shoe is. It is very energetic and very responsive. You could be cruising at your everyday pace, drop it down to your tempo pace, and this immediately reacts. It is very fun to run in. So let's talk about the uppers real quick. We'll go through the Puma MagMax. So the upper is very nice, breathable mesh. It does have an integrated tongue and a removable midsole as well. Toe box, extremely wide, so it can accommodate different size foots. Let's talk about the upper on Asics Super Blast. So it's a one-piece engineered woven mesh upper. It's very nice to touch as well. It's very breathable. You can go true to size with toe box. Also have no issues with the toe box. One of the things that I really like about the upper in Super Blast 2, as well as the Puma MagMax, is there's no breaking period for the upper. It's a no-nonsense upper. As soon as you put it on, it's ready to go. It's not stiff, it's not rigid. It's very nice, very flexible, and it's ready to go. The Puma MagMax is designed for comfort. It's designed to give you stability. Now, I can also use this for a tempo session easily. Asics Super Blast 2 is designed for, in my opinion, versatility. It's a one and done shoe. It's a person that is looking for maybe a marathon shoe and then a shoe that can do everything else. This is the shoe that you would gravitate towards, especially for that $200 price tag. And this is designed to deliver speed workouts, long trainings, easy runs, tempo sessions. This is the type of shoe that you can buy and do it all in. With all of that being said, here is my final verdict. You would choose the Puma MagMax if you prioritize max cushioning and stability for your long runs, as well as your easy runs. Also, if you're looking for a noticeably bouncy ride, this is what you can go for as well. I think this is a very fun, a very energetic shoe, and it's not a jack of all trades. It really excels on the long run. It really excels on some of on your easy runs, and it's a very durable shoe. I think I'm pushing 200 miles on these already. This is probably one of, biasly speaking, one of my favorite shoes in the category, like I've been saying. So yes, this is a very good shoe, but one of the things that I have to gripe about is the weight. Now, if you're going to use this shoe for a longer run, it's a lot of material, it's a lot of shoe, and over time, with all that sweat that gets in your shoe, it starts to soak it up. That knit upper starts to soak it up. And then before you know it, mile 13 comes and you're like, dang, why do my feet feel heavy? It's because it is heavy. Mind you that you're carrying around 2 bricks on your feet. Now, they do a good job of providing that nitro infused midsole, so it does give you some bounce, it does give you some pop, some return. But when your dog tired, man, I don't think any of that matters. I think all that matters is what you're telling yourself. And if you're telling yourself that your foot is heavy, it's easy to believe because this is a big shoe. So just forewarning, long runs, this shoe starts to show its weight. I'm sorry to say, but it does. That's probably the only thing that's negative about this. Now, you'll choose the Asics Super Blast 2 if you're seeking a versatile shoe. So you have already a marathon shoe and you want another shoe. I would always suggest the Asics Super Blast 2 if you're on a 2-shoe rotation. All right, so if that's how you're getting down and you only want 2 shoes, you don't care about the 3 or 4 rotations, you just want to be very minimum when it comes to your training approach, then Asics Super Blast will get 90% of what you need done. So if you're trying to go on your long runs, easy runs, this is also a very viable shoe. I wouldn't use it for my recovery runs. It's just a little bit too firm for me. I prefer a much more squishier foam, like the fresh foam when I'm running easy or when I'm running recovery runs. But my only riff with the Asics Super Blast 2 is the break-in period for the midsole. Now, I told you it gets better with time, but you gotta be patient. You gotta put miles into this shoe before that foam really starts to activate. It feels like a brick when you first start running, and I see why a lot of people don't like the shoe, because granted, the upper is ready to go, but the midsole needs some TLC. Like, you gotta put some miles into it before it starts to unlock. And the only reason why I know that is because the Asics Super Blast 1 was the same way. But anyways, that is all I got for you. If you got any opinions, any comments, any suggestions, let your boy know. Hit me up with a comment below. I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Peace.